Hi everyone, welcome back to Postcard Eyes Unfiltered. Our session today, hot topic. So what's on the news? There's three major talking points. It's a very sensitive one, and I think it's the right thing to do to actually speak on it, because the more we get to talk about things like this, the more I think each and every one of us, have that responsibility to ourselves and our partners and whoever we are, with friends, whatever, relatives, just to keep them safe and make sure everyone is safe. Now, so what's on the news? I woke up to the news that a Victorian woman was sentenced for killing, or should I say allegedly. I'm going to use it because even though she's been sentenced, I'll still use allegedly because I don't really know. When it comes to legal issues, there's always a gray area. So allegedly she murdered her husband or her partner by burning him down, by setting him ablaze. And just right as I was reading that, I got a news flash on my feed about a Queensland man who was allegedly again killed just over 24 hours now by an ex-scorn lover. And I'm like, here we go again. We just had a very devastating domestic violence, with a woman and her kids, that was killed the other day. And now it's another. Now we have women perpetrating acts of domestic violence, and he's Nigerian Australian from what I got out from the news, and they had kids together, and the kids are safe, thank God. The perpetrator allegedly got burnt in the blaze, and he, although rescued, but eventually died from the injuries or from the burns or from the burns he sustained. His current lover here, made it out safely and sound with the kids. So again, I don't understand. Like, as much as we always get to hear the news about men perpetrating domestic violence, it is across both borders. Women are also perpetrators of domestic violence too, and we need to start letting ourselves know that if it gets to the point where you're now going to be physically abusing someone, then it's time for you to head on out and move on. I mean, in saying that, I know how hard it is to move on from a situation, especially when that's a situation you've known for the major part of your adulthood. It is so hard, and that's why people feel a sense of entitlement, a sense of ownership to another human. And when that human decides, okay, today is the day I take a walk, they literally see red. And when I say see red, it results in people getting killed. I think as a society, we should start speaking up on this, creating awareness from the grassroots, from as young as these kids grow, and let them know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. We need to be able to manage our emotions or control our emotions in order not to be a perpetrator of violence onto someone else. In the light of this, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. I mean, he's a friend of mine. He lives in the UK, and I haven't had a chat with him in a while. And as soon as we started chatting. It's an African thing, guys, where you want to know where the person is at, maritally. And I asked him, "Are you?" Because the last time we spoke, he was telling me something about finding a wife, and I asked him, "Are you settled now? Have you, met someone?" And he laughed. And as soon as he laughed, he said, "Well, I don't know if I want to get married because all my friends are literally getting out of marriage, and or they know if they're like telling me, nah, don't go in, and so I'm fine where I am." I'm like, okay. Just as we're having that conversation and just trying to talk about the issues that has to do with the struggles of being married, I got a message from a friend who alluded me to a certain celebrity, or I don't know if the celebrity is now on Instagram, some Cora chick who is supposedly a renowned dancer, and she was like, just go look at their Instagram feed. There's some type of thing going on there, But I did go to the Instagram feed, and all I saw was two couples happy, and it looks like they were in love, you know what I mean? And she was like, nah, they are split bills. I'm like, the chick just gave birth like a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. She was like, yeah, they are split bills. And I decided, okay, let me go through the gossip blogs and see what's about these people. And yeah, it turns out that they have decided to air out their dirty laundry on social media. The man is, feigning, he's using her being a narcissist and a cheater as a reason for leaving. And there's really not much word from the chick, other than her thanking her fans that, well, this is the take home, right? We all think that the social media is, reality. My God, y'all need to understand something, that there's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, okay? 365 days or 360 days in a year. And for married couples, it is a loop. It's like a loop that is unending. So when you see someone posting a 1 minute shot or 2 minute shot, maybe let's even give them this, a 10 minutes video feed onto their social media. Guess what? That is the 10 minutes that they were able to get along to get that photo to you or taken and you seeing it. The other 23 plus hours of the day, they might be a loggerheads. And so don't ever compare your situation to someone else on social media. You are going to be setting yourself up for a spectacular failure, me included. Like, I have decided, like, if I've told myself to just put myself in control and not, react and share stuff that are sort of personal to me on social media. There's the pool, guys. There is the pool. And the reason I say this, people are saying, why is the man airing his dirty laundry? In this part of the world, it is isolating. It's not like back home where you have everyone's business in your business. Like, your business is everyone's business. Here, nobody really cares about you. You are on your own, doing your own thing. You can be having marital problems. There's no one to talk to, except maybe you have a psychiatrist that you're paid for, or a marriage counselor that you're paying for. So that probably is the outlet the guy knew how to use best, or they both knew how to use best, and decided to cry out. And all well and good. I don't think it's in our place to criticize or take sides. Let it play out for those two. It is hard already that she has just had a baby. It is emotionally traumatizing for her as it is, and let alone then adding all of this emotional situation as regards their marriage. We should just send our thoughts, send our prayers, whatever they are going on, hope it sorts itself out. And if it doesn't, it is fine. It is not the end of the world. And I need to also let all Africans know that it is hard. We grow up with the mindset that you are in a marital situation for life. It's good, it's bad, it's ugly. You are in there for the long haul. And so when we are having issues, it's so hard to, voice it out or tell people that this is exactly what is going on, because you don't want that judgment. You don't want that shame. And people just, stay in that situationship and be depressed for the rest of their life. I sometimes wonder, because my mom, endured a relationship that wasn't exactly the best. And I sometimes I asked her I remember asking her, why did you stay? She's like, I stayed for you guys. I stayed because I don't know, it was the best thing to do, to stay so that you guys will be stable. And looking back, she was actually right, because I don't know the emotional turmoil or where I would be right now if she wasn't sort of stayed in that chaos, just so that we could reach our potentials. And so oftentimes I tell myself, as bad as it gets, I'm just gonna stay and ride it out, and hopefully it gets better. Mind you, the foreign the white folks are not us, okay? They are taught to express their feeling no matter how painful it is. And so when it's not working for them, they want out. You don't need to say, oh, you didn't try. Nah, that's who they are. They're not designed to suffer in pain or suffer in silence, or not come out of something that is not favorable to them. It is not in their nature. Some of us just feel like we can pass judgment on people. I think we should refrain from. Just learn to, see, but most importantly, learn something from that situation to better your own situation. Because I tell you, if everybody comes out, if every woman comes out on social media with their marital diary, y'all will run for your lives. There's a lot of dirty secrets in each and every one of us who are married that we don't get to tell you. We just smile and wave and tell you everything is fine. But deep down, it is not. I feel for them. I hope that whatever they are going through, it sorts itself out and they find peace and they find healing for the kids' sake. He did talk about the wife cheating on him. Mate, your wife has been pregnant for the last 9 months. Except the baby she just had is not yours. If that's the case, then you need to shut up and take your L and just live with it. Okay? You know what? That's all I need to say. But in the meantime, I really want to remind us that we should not never ever use other people's situation to feel bad or feel worse or compare and feel bad in our own situation. You each have the control over what you're going through, and you better know how to proceed or not to proceed in your situation. And before I go, I'm just going to say this, that please, in any way you can, promote peace and promote compassion. Stay safe and look out for each other, guys. Be aware and look out for each other. Bye for now.